Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thanks all the TD for inviting us into the committee and for hearing our voices as asylum seekers who have been in the system for, I've been in the system for 6 years. Last month we protested about the system, and our protest is about the end of that provision, not it to be reformed. As Stephen has said about the direct provision and the RIA, that the RIA works with the management. So it's hard for our voice to be heard because even when RIA comes for inspection, the inspection is made in a way that they will alert the management that they are coming on this day. And the day that they are coming, they will paint some rooms, they will cook nice food, they will make it looks clean. And when RIA comes, it doesn't speak with the residents. It is just ask, okay, this is room 101, or the light is working, this thing has been done. And really they don't talk to people and hear what people are going through. And the direct provision, like people living in 6 years, family sharing, some families are living with children, and some children, like Stephen has said, is an 8-year-old child living with a mother and a father. There's no privacy, there's no even emotionally. Even when they want to do adult stuff, how do they do it in front of a child? Concerning even their homeworks, how do you educate a child when there's no table, when there's no space? Even the playing ground, where do the children play? We are living in the 2040s. A child who is born in the system for 8 years, he doesn't know what is a house. He doesn't know what is a kitchen. He doesn't know what do we mean by living a life that is full, like a human life. He knows that life is only in one room and a place that you can't even visit anybody. As we are living in the direct provision, visitors are not allowed to visit us. So and we are living for that long, 6 years, and we are talking about that. Also, our point is that we have been in the system for years, and nothing has been happening. Even the organizations have been in Portlish for 6 years. We have never seen any organization visiting us or hearing our voice. The first time when our voice was heard is when we protested. That's when NGO came to try to speak with us. But all these years, we don't know if the NGO are existing in Ireland or in the system. Also talking about talking about an open prison, that you can't be out of the hostel for 3 days. If you're out of the 3 days, you have to let them where you are going, what you are doing. Even you are living a life of institution. Like if I would want to take breakfast, I'm forced to wake up and take breakfast. If I'm not want to take lunch, I have to take lunch at a certain time, do things at a time for 6 full or 10. Some people are 14 years in the system. And so many people are depressed. So many people are living under mental health because of the system. And like I said, even some people, different nationality sharing a room, and adults, in case that everybody has their own personal or private life. So when you are living in an institution like that provision, you don't have any private life. You don't have any say to anybody. Like Stephen, as he mentioned before, that management and RIA, they work together. If you try to complain, the next thing, you are transferred. And they will transfer you as far as you will never complain again. Like they'll transfer you to Sligo or to some far places. They will never transfer you to Dublin, where maybe you can meet other people and people will hear you. Even the community, like I said, the community cannot visit us because the community are restricted, that you only pass this place. Beyond this place, you are not allowed. So how will they know the truth about the system? Talking about 119 €10. when you take the pay slip of asylum seekers, it's written 186. From there, the difference that asylum seeker claim a weekly is 19 euro 10 cent. Then you see the gap between the money, that where does the other money goes? It means that it's a business. The owners of the system are gaining while the lives of asylum seekers are in limbo. Children after completing their secondary schools, they live in limbo. They're not allowed to proceed to third level. And it frustrates them because some of the kids are A students, they are doctors, they are engineers who are not given opportunity. And Ireland will bring somebody from outside to take those positions, while the people who qualify for those positions are there and are in the system and are not doing anything, not because of their choice, because they are not allowed to do anything. Also, there are children who have red passport in the system. Those children, they don't claim any benefits like any other child who have got red passport. And those children are not even given social money because social will tell them that they are Irish. So they don't get 9 euro 60. So the parents, they don't get anything. They don't get any child benefits because of having an Irish child. And why that Irish child is not getting anything. And it's frustrating the parents who are living in the system. Also the length, like we said, that the length of staying is the major problem, that we have stayed in the system for too long. If the system maybe was for 1 year or 6 months, is better. But after 1 year, each and every person is frustrated, like sharing, even with parents, sharing. I'll hand to Gerald.
Ms. Mokoba is a very powerful testimony.
Middle-aged adults. It's a matter of support, really. It's a matter of support. If we try to support ourselves, between ourselves, but we can only go as far. If we don't get anyone coming in from outside, how is that person going to actually, as I said about experts, some of these issues are mental health issues. Okay, you can continue.
Concerning what Gerald is saying about the mental issue, like we have so many people in our hostel who have been transferred because they were mentally and they were not taken for seriously. And we have another case that somebody got papers, and since she got her papers, she can't go from the hostel because she's in her mental states. Even if you ask her that, why are you doing? She said, nothing, I don't have papers. Because she's already damaged, she's 9 years in the system. So even with that paper, she can't do anything with it. Like what we are saying, that staying long in the system, even after you are given the freedom, you can't walk out of the freedom, which is a very sad thing. Like even people, like after 9 years, that even like you're not allowed to work, you're not allowed to go to school. And they will ask you like, when you go to social, that you have to work. And when you go to work, they want experience. Where will we get the experience while we've been in the system? Where do we get the qualification even to go and look for a work? Like so many people, they don't want to be, even though they're given chance of staying in Ireland, they don't want to stay in social. They want to work. They want to contribute to the economy of Ireland. But because of staying and not allowing to do anything, they can't do anything. Also, like this last week, Friday, on the 17th of October, it was a National Poverty Day, which Ireland want to finish poverty to all citizens in Ireland. So I asked myself that, what about the asylum seekers who are staying in the direct provision? Because they are living in poverty. Because also poverty and homelessness talk about having no address. When you are living in the indirect provision, you have no address. Even if you go anywhere, they'll tell you that you are not having an address. And when you are not having an address, is homelessness, which means that even though we have the roof over our head, we are homeless.
I just want to thank you all for coming. I want to say this too. No, I'm not going to allow it because we have two more guests that we're going to take, and we really